Police emergency.
Every night, across Britain,
We've got officers making sure it's an emergency, OK?
an army of officers
Alpha Hotel 35, about 2 minutes out.
clock on
Just come here, mate. Just come here. Just stop there, stop there.
So you're under arrest on suspicion of criminal damage.
to keep the peace
Cover the front, cover the front.
Move, move, move.
and protect us
Police with taser, stop!
while we sleep.
Get on the floor now! On the floor!
Being a police officer under cover of darkness is so much more dangerous than it is during the day.
Give me your hands now.
We filmed Gloucestershire Constabulary,
We've got one male detained.
following their 999 response teams
Any mobiles available to attend a grade 1, we've got a fight.
Hotel 31, we just got one run in.
and with specialist units
Police, come back to me!
He's picked up a track. Good boy.
to show the highs
The sun is setting. Expect the unexpected.
and the lows
You had your penis out.
I mean, we're at crisis point right now.
of the night shift.
The night shift can just change like that.
Relax for a second, relax.
It is the best job in the world.
See what the town's looking like, shall we?
Cheltenham-based PCs Hayes and Fox are just clocking on for their 8-hour night shift.
I think it's kicking out time.
Yeah, it must be.
Victor Alpha 30. Roll back up on that 5 Street job. Chairman, 5 Domino's
Several people fighting by the sounds of it.
The fight is just minutes away.
You need to be prepared for anything when you go to a fight. You don't know what you're going to come across, and it might not be anything like what you expected it to be. Stay safe.
As they arrive, it's clear no punches have been thrown, but tensions are running high.
He just attacked me.
He's got some offensive on him, bruv. He's got some offensive in his pockets.
Okay. They're offensive. He just attacked me.
So what's happened? What's happened?
I'm not having this, mate. You just attacked me. You're not...
Stay nice and calm then.
Stay nice and calm. Listen, no.
Stay nice and calm.
PCs Hayes and Fox need to separate the warring parties in case things erupt again.
Go away from me. Tell her to go away from me. What's you go away. You go away then. I didn't even listen. I'm standing over it.
The most important thing is to prevent anything from actually happening further, calming people down so we don't have to be called back there again. When did he take this money?
20 minutes ago.
Okay.
20 minutes.
Did you report it to us at the time?
No, I just came back and asked for my money.
Okay. She said he owes her money.
Why do you owe her money? I don't owe her money. She just attacked me. She jumped out of the car and attacked me.
Why she attacked you then?
Brother, I just went to the shop. What's just happened, boss? What did she just do?
A witness who saw the argument helps to shed some light on the truth.
She actually attacked him in the shop. Why? Do you know why?
Yeah, I'm not disproving it. I'm not disbelieving it.
About money. I'm not disbelieving about money. You're
Saying about money.
So what?
But what's it over? Yeah, but why has she attacked you? So she's not done it for nothing, has she?
Mate, I'm not done it for nothing. I don't want to speak to you. Could you...
Okay, all right, no worries then.
We got any offences?
Offences? Offences for what?
No, just checking. Just checking.
But this dispute is not as simple as it first seems.
If there's no complaints from those guys,
No.
We can't.
Being robbed.
He took my shit.
When did you take 30 quid?
Yeah, 20 minutes ago.
Right, okay, so how's he robbed you?
20 minutes.
Yes, he had.
How has he robbed you? It's not a robbery. A robbery, hang on, just bear with me. Just bear with me. No,
It is.
Take money.
no, it's not. Robbery involves force, okay? There's been no force.
It doesn't involve force.
Should we look at the definition?
See what it doesn't involve force.
It involves force, okay?
It can involve coercion, actually.
I don't often like to get into a big street debate on section 1 of this law and page 98 of that. You know, no, I don't feel it's necessary. Those people, whether I tell them the law verbatim as it is, that they'll still come up with something else.
robbery is the crime of taking or attempting to take anything of value by force, threat of force, or by use of force. Sometimes you think you've calmed the situation down and you've resolved everything, and then in an instance it can change again.
He's took money for crack cocaine and giving me backing. It's robbing me.
Completely mugged him up. I'll drop.
Right.
So you've given him money for crack?
Yeah.
And he's giving you tobacco?
Yeah.
Okay, you willing to go to court over that?
Are you?
I am.
Okay, all right then.
It's clear this dispute is far from over. Just across town,
Oscar Delta 63. I'm Cheltenham Town Centre Macon.
PC Smith and police dog Arnie are on their way to a request for backup from firearms officers 8 miles away in Gloucester.
There's information coming in about a male who's wanted for an incident involving a weapon earlier today. So we're going to head to a nearby location, RV with colleagues from the firearms unit.
They plan to arrest a suspect who is reported to be threatening people with a knife.
We work very closely with firearms. If there is any sort of like runoff or Arnie would need to go in and search the building, you know, he would sort of like chase and detain the suspect.
As PC Smith arrives at the location, firearms officers are planning how to surround the house where they believe the man is staying.
I think we're all going to come up here and we're just going to have to go, yeah. If you boys...
All escape routes need to be cut off to prevent the man escaping onto the streets.
You guys take the white with me and the dog.
Yeah.
Where did you want me to be positioned?
This area, green.
Okay, just in front
So
of
basically with us, yeah.
Okay.
If the man tries to run, PC Smith and police dog Arnie will be the first to give chase.
Quiet!
As they move into position near the front of the property,
Come.
firearms officers are staking out the back.
Right. Okay, so yeah, 24 should be the next one in. Go on, get in there.
Once PC Smith and Arnie are in position, the firearms team moves in.
Stay there! On police! On police! Come back to me! You! On police! Come back!
Confirmed subject in the kitchen.
Come back to the rear door! Walk back to the rear door!
In Gloucester, armed officers are storming a house where they believe a man who has been threatening people with a knife is staying.
He's moving, he's moving!
Yeah, just keep it contained.
Keep your hands where I can see us!
When faced with officers with guns, the suspect decides to come quietly.
Stop! Stop there!
Hands on your back! Hands on your back! Okay, covers on. Someone move forward.
Yeah, go on, go on. I've got him covered. I've got him covered.
Hold fire. Slow it down, slow it down.
I've got him covered. Turn your head to the side and put your arms out. Put your arms out to the side.
Okay, yeah, go on.
I've got to put them on my back.
Go on.
You got what?
I've got to put them on my back.
Right, well, keep out to the side. Go. Side to this. All right, fine. Right, Coops, move out of the way.
Hold there. That's fine.
Thank you for not hurting me.
Subject secure!
Okay, I'll take control and then you can take back there. Okay, all right.
Firearms officers hand the man over to police dog handler PC Smith.
I'll just give him a quick once over as well. As long as you're all right, he's not going to come out. It's just I'm by myself with him.
The man is subdued, but with Arnie safely back in the car, the man starts to open up to PC Smith.
You got anything on under this?
No, bro, you can take it off or something.
No, that's fine. There you go. No.
Oh, you're not cold?
No, I've been running around with the dog after you.
Yeah. Where you been running, though?
My dog was outside.
Yeah, but you...
Did you hear him?
What was you running for, like 2 seconds? I didn't run away, fam. You ran from the car.
Oh, I ran from the car to your house.
That's not even my house, G.
No, okay. And then if you ran away, then
the
dog would have been gnawed by the dog. Yeah.
How high can the dog jump?
Oh, he jumped high. He jumps over 7-8 foot fences.
Oh, so I'm fucked then.
Yeah.
What's the dog's name?
Arnie.
Got a free dog out of it, cat dog.
Yeah, well-trained, biting dog that can't take anywhere. because he just wants to bite people.
Not a family dog though.
Yeah, he gets on with family.
So he gets protective over them.
Very protective, yeah.
Police forensic teams will begin the search of the property, while the suspect will be questioned back at the station.
As soon as the van opens, we'll just get you sat in, all right? And then we'll get you in and get you sorted. He's been had a cursory search yet. Just watch your head, he's getting all right? Okay? All right, nice one. Okay?
She said you got 30 quid of hers. Be honest with me. Have you got 30 quid?
She's a junkie, brother.
She said she
In Cheltenham, PC Hayes and Fox are dealing with a complaint from a woman who claims she was ripped off when she tried to buy £30 of crack cocaine.
Have you got the 30 quid on you?
No, mate, brother,
Okay,
I've got my own money, I've got my own money, but more than £30,
Is it hers?
£30, no, brother, no. This is taking the mick now. I've got no need to rip her off for £30. You can ask my mum, I've got money of my own, mate.
It's a bit of an odd one. She's tried to buy crack off him, and she's wanting that 30 quid back. We don't know if that's to her 30 quid. We haven't got any witnesses at the moment, but she's admitted to trying to purchase a Class A drug from this male.
She said you robbed her
for crack. Mate, I am gonna stop searching due to the information we've got. All right, so you are detained now for a purpose of the search.
Brother, you actually
Okay,
Just very quickly.
Okay, so that's we're going to section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act.
Drug offences are something we deal with on a daily business, and they are often the root cause for a lot of jobs we go to.
Look,
That's just buds.
That's just my joint, mate.
Yeah, it's just residue.
You're taking my little joint, mate.
Just some trace amounts of cannabis. It's not really much value to it, but it's definitely cannabis, so we'll be seizing that.
Seizing over my joint. You're seizing my joint.
Well, it's cannabis, isn't it?
It's a joint.
As a police officer, we come across people under the influence of substances. Sometimes they can be quite angry, aggressive, difficult. The grounds for my search, there's been reports that you've robbed a person of the 30 quid, obviously. Okay. I'm not saying you do, mate. I'm just giving you the grounds on why I'm searching you, okay?
For God's sake.
Sure. What's that in there? What's that in there?
Brother.
What's that in there?
Nothing, brother. It's my other
just stand here, please.
joggers. My other joggers, mate.
Sometimes we know people who carry knives, and that can put us on edge. And at the end of the day, we all want to be safe, and we all want to go home to our families after the shift.
Brother, please. King-size Rizzlers, in fact.
Okay, yeah, that's all right. You understand when I feel something, and obviously you've got previous for carrying as well.
Yeah, of course you've got.
I've got to make.
For knives, yeah, I know that, mate. £30. I've got no £30 on me. I've got £40.
So we've therefore got £30 on you.
Yeah, brother, I've got. Can you let go of me now? I've got no reason to.
Yeah, let go. That's fine.
The search of the man reveals nothing, and he's been released.
We've searched this male. He hasn't got any Class A drugs on him. He's got a bit of cash on him. That could be hers, may not be hers. I'll go and have a chat with her and see what we've got. I hear that you've gone to buy the Class A drug off him. Okay, you've given him 30 quid. Is that right?
Yeah.
You've gone to collect it. Is that right?
No, sorry, I've misunderstood.
Opened it up and it's back key. Okay, so essentially what we've got there it's going to be a civil complaint.
A lot of the time we go to complaints that I wouldn't even consider to be police matters, and it's so frustrating because you think, like, is this the best use of my time, and is this the best use of taxpayers' money?
I'll be really honest with you. We know you're up to drugs and things like that. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I think you've probably met her and agreed to sell her something and haven't given her something.
Brother, if you actually think that, if you think that, take me to the station.
I don't want to. I just want that. I
can make
this. Take me to the station. She's being nuts in the head.
Listen, the 30 quid. The 30 quid. Is it hers?
No, mate. You think I'm going to rip a junkie off? A junkie, buddy.
Part of our role is looking after everyone, and sometimes that is policing criminals from criminal to criminal. It's just what we have to do. It's what we end up doing. We need to look after and have a duty of care over everybody.
Yes, I want to make a complaint.
Okay, so we'll follow it up slow time, but there will be a counter allegation coming from him of assault as well.
With both parties still wanting to continue the dispute, PC Hayes decides the best course of action is to clear the area and investigate the accusations once everyone is cooled off.
Thank you.
No problem. Thanks for your help. Take care. Bye-bye. Sometimes you just go to those jobs, you look at your colleague, and you just can't believe what we've just been to. I'd love to see that in court.
Oh, I smell something suspicious. I can smell some crime happening around Cheltenham. The copper's spider sense.
There's a lot of people around tonight that look like they're supposed
hanging around. Hanging around.
Waiting for a fight.
PC's Wells and Bass are also in Cheltenham. They're on the lookout for troublemakers coming out of the town's pubs and clubs.
Dealing with people on a night shift when people are drinking can be quite a fun experience.
If you're tipsy at 2 a.m, you're doing something wrong.
But suddenly things can go, with alcohol especially, from really good to really bad very, very quickly.
Not far from the high street, the officers have noticed a situation that seems to be getting out of hand.
Should we go say hello?
He's not noticing, is he?
Hat on, Liam, hat on.
What's going on, you okay?
She's going to say you've attacked her from this.
Yeah.
You're a liar.
Right, let's go back to the flat. If
No,
we don't,
hold on a second.
If we don't go back to the flat.
The couple are in a heated argument that looks to be getting serious.
So when we as police do get involved, people arguing in the street, a common tactic we use is to separate them, mainly because we can diffuse the situation and ensure we can calm both parties down to get as clear an answer from them as possible to find out what's happening that night.
I want to talk.
No, I've tried to talk to you. No.
I want to resolve it.
No, I've tried to resolve it. You've been unreasonable. Now leave me alone. Yeah.
I don't think you want to speak to you right now, right?
So it's
Yeah,
best
but I
to leave
just
it,
like,
right?
right, come with me to him, please.
No,
Just come, please.
No, not right now. Not right now.
People, when they've been drinking, don't listen to you. They mainly, I think, don't want to listen to you, and they want to talk over and shout at you and be the loudest person in the street.
I want to go home and leave it.
No, you won't leave it because you're being a knobhead.
I am gonna leave it.
Calm down.
They are.
A female officer arrives to help PC's Wells and Bass with the increasing handful they're facing.
It's all right. It's all right. Just give it a stop.
I am going to, but you're trying to go clubbing.
I'm not trying to.
You're trying to go clubbing.
Let's go that way.
Come this way.
I'm getting really pissed off because I've done nothing wrong.
Well, no one said you've done anything wrong, have they?
Here you are, because you're telling me that I can't move from where I am to go back to my own flat when I've done nothing wrong.
We're checking you're both okay, all right?
Yeah,
let my colleague finish. Do you want to phone your mum?
My mum's she's in bed. She works nights.
You haven't tried phoning your... She's in bed, but she works nights.
Can we
No,
drop it and
because
go
the police are
home?
here. You're trying to be reasonable.
I will be fine.
Can you phone your mum? No,
Can we drop it? I can't go to my mum.
It is hard to reason with people,
Can we drop it and go home?
mainly because the alcohol obviously influences their mind and can change how they are, how they appear to you.
She's been fucking beating fucking out of me shin. Shins are killing.
It's becoming clear this is more than just angry words. The man is the victim of an assault, giving PC Wells no choice but to act.
End of the day, you've told me what's happened. I can't just ignore it. All right?
Without me.
Assault. Common assault. Common assault.
If you
Lock her
love
up,
me,
yeah.
you'll come home with.
No, don't arrest her.
The last thing we want to do is go around locking everyone up. But when you come to a domestic situation, the level of risk goes up, and as a police, we have to think of the worst case scenario.
You told me that she's kicked you. She's acting in a disorderly manner as well. We can't just let her go.
If she goes and hits you again, or you end up hitting her, we're going to have a problem, aren't we? I can't ignore it. Just skirt her. I can't ignore it. Stop it.
Don't have to make a complaint or anything.
No,
I can't. For tonight, I can't let it, because at the end of the day, if you get hurt or she gets hurt, I'm being sensible with you. I'm not raising my voice. I'm trying to reason with you, all right?
So if my colleague is dealing with someone who is getting a bit feisty, getting aggressive, it's important to get in quick to mitigate the risks straight away and make sure everyone stays safe. Even a person, obviously, who's getting physical, if you can put them down in a calm and controlled manner, it keeps them safe as well.
It's a domestic element because you're partners. Relax. 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 Relax.
Mate,
relax. All right? Relax.
Relax for a second. Relax. Relax.
In Cheltenham, PC's base and Wells are restraining a man who has tried to stop his girlfriend being arrested.
Yeah, sorry.
That was silly because you didn't need to go on the floor, mate.
Sorry, what?
You can't.
What, mate?
Stand up, talk to me like a reasonable adult.
Stand up.
Stand up.
There, right.
Stop, please. Just rushing people out, alright? Please, don't arrest her. Just scare her.
She's been arrested.
No, please, just scare her. Please.
What does scare her mean?
Mate, just say that. Just threaten her. Please don't arrest her.
She's been arrested.
No, please don't arrest her.
It's done. We can't change it.
Using force as an immediate action straight away can deflate the situation, bring someone down to a level where you can speak to them.
The cops believe the man who they had restrained is the victim of an alleged assault by his partner, who he's now trying to protect.
I need to have a sensible conversation with you about how we move forward. Now, I need your details and what we'll do.
No,
if
please,
you don't have... Listen.
Go on a record.
Zip it for 30 seconds. Let me explain the process. I need your details. Yeah. Now, she's been arrested because of the nature of how intoxicated she is as well. I can't risk you getting hurt or you hurting her on accident because of the way she's been. And listen, I've said 30 seconds. I'm not finished. I need your details. You don't have to make a complaint. You don't have to press charges. But tonight, she will be spending time in custody because of her intoxicated manner. I can't risk her hurting you. She's already kicked you in the shins. It's a crime. You recorded it to me. I cannot ignore it.
I'm going home.
But we have to keep her in custody tonight. I don't know you, do I?
No.
We take positive action on domestic situations, which it is, and I understand what you're telling us.
I want to take it home, they won't let me.
If you go out tonight, we're finished.
See the reason we've had to take action? She's so drunk. If we leave her with you and you take her home, even if things were calm and then things escalated and you got hurt
or she got hurt.
Can you not arrest me?
No, because you've reported something to us.
I kicked her in the leg.
You can't just make up stuff like that.
Can I give her a kiss?
No, you can't. She's in our care, in custody, okay? You can't at the moment, okay?
Hey, just calm down.
We're finished! If I find out you went out, we're fucking over!
Although the man doesn't agree with the officers, the unhappy couple will be kept apart for the night until the woman is sobered up.
We are quite misunderstood by the public. At the end of the day, we're there to help them protect people. They've got to understand we're doing it to safeguard them and the public.
This is going to cause so much trouble now.
What's anyone doing out at this time?
Drugs. Crime.
PC Shaw and Hill are out doing routine checks on cars while patrolling Cheltenham.
I say that the night shift is my favourite shift by far. It's when you get the most action and you get to actually go out and you feel like you're just going after the bad guys. It's when all the interesting stuff comes out, really. So you've got this number plate race room. Ooh.
What?
Has told DVLA no longer keeper since 2021.
Marriage, actually.
Yeah.
With the vehicle not being shown as having an owner, it might just be a clerical error, or it could be something more sinister.
A lot of unregistered cars are usually pool cars as well, so criminals will use those and go and commit crime between each other. They can be on the road for weeks, they can be on the road for months.
Just doing some checks at the minute, bud.
Yeah.
I can see that this hasn't had a registered keeper, it's changed. Have you got anything with your name on at all?
I am.
Can I have a unified person check, please?
Is this car registered to you, is it?
No, I only bought it about 2-3 weeks ago.
PC Shaw is receiving updated information from Control on his radio. A check on the man reveals that he's got a criminal record.
Yeah, Roger, I think based on that we'll give him a quick stop search. Can you send another unit?
PC's Gorton and Gummery are the closest available unit and have been briefed on the situation. As they wait for backup, PC Shaw and Hill need to find out what the men have been up to tonight.
What are you doing out and about tonight, anyway?
Oh, nothing, mate. Just cruising around, to be honest with you.
At the moment, you're detained for the purposes of a search, right, under Section 1 of PACE. Essentially, grounds are you're out and about late at night, there's 3 of you in a car, there's some intelligence to suggest that it may be used in crime.
What, this car?
I can see you've got some, obviously, gloves as well in there. like work
Yeah,
gloves, and they're commonly used. They're commonly used in like in burglaries and things like that. And I'm searching for any stolen items or items to go quick to steal. All right. Yeah. So did you all hear that, by the way? Yeah. So you're all detained. You're all going to be you're all going to be searched. You can just stay in the car for the time being though for us, and we'll just do it one at a time. All right.
That's it.
Yeah, just keep your arms up. And, well, I can see them, mate.
You got anything on you that's going to hurt either myself or you?
Yeah.
You got anything in your waistband at all?
Yeah.
All right. No.
We might be travellers, boys, but...
That's right, mate. You're being all right with me, so I'll be all right with you. When there's more suspects than there are police, it can get a little bit risky, and you start thinking, I'm going to have to play this cool. I'm going to do everything I can just to keep it calm until I see those blue flashing lights on the horizon.
There seems to be nothing suspicious on the driver or the passengers, so PC Hill moves on to the car.
What are these tools used for?
We do groundwork.
Groundworks, yeah. So do you use this as a works vehicle then, do you?
No, buddy. What it is, you pack your van up, I'll pack the developer.
And you just put these in?
Yeah.
Right. You're allowed to carry chainsaws and pipe cutters and everything in your car, but as long as you've got a valid reason for doing so. At 2 o'clock in the morning, I don't think you do.
A search of a bag found in the car reveals some more suspicious items.
Crowbar. Screwdrivers, tools, pliers.
As the evidence against the three men mounts,
Stay safe.
backup arrives.
I'm going to be lifting them all for going equipped. Just so you're aware, if we grab hold of all three of them at the same time, just in case. At the moment, you're all under arrest, all right, on suspicion of going equipped to steal. All right, there's obviously some items in there that could be used to go and steal, all right? So I'm just going to pop you in handcuffs, bud, all right? So you don't have to say anything, but it may be defence. You don't mention when questioned, something which you'll outline in court.
Do you boys think I'm going to be
Fella, listen, I've no disrespect, mate. I've never met you before in my life. You're therefore what I consider an unknown risk.
And I'm being very polite to you, boys.
I appreciate that, but at the moment, there's 3 of you and there's going to be 2 of my colleagues, all right? So at the moment, because you're an unknown risk, you have the potential to become violent towards me or my colleagues or escape. Now, you are a big lad. For my safety, my colleagues' safety, and everybody else's safety here, including yours, that's why you're in handcuffs.
Before the suspects can be taken to custody to be questioned, yet more information comes to light confirming the cops' suspicions.
Right, there's been an attempted burglary around the corner.
Yeah.
Wire mesh window's been cut using wire cutters or something.
Right.
I'll search this to make sure we got anything.
Yeah.
Is there a chance they could have discarded something between you spotting them?
No, we were behind it.
I think what we'll do...
Confirmed break.
It looks like it's an attempted break.
Oh, we'll just go with that as well then.
If we've got them potentially at the scene, potentially this clothing could have wire, could have fabric in relation to whatever's at the scene, so we'll take that vehicle from that at the moment. So we're all in agreement at this time. We're not going to search the vehicle anymore. We're going to keep it.
Hello. Just to let you know, you're all further arrested on suspicion of burglary at the moment, okay? And I'll give you the circs when we get to cells, all right? Now, we'll go now, so we'll get you there, all right?
Burglaries, it's one of the worst offences going for me. It truly is a victim-led crime, and a lot of burglars will say, oh, the insurance will cover it, but it can be really damaging. People lose sleep every night because your home is your safe space. It is so rewarding knowing that someone the next day is going to wake up and, you know, they're going to be safe and sound, whereas, you know, if we didn't do what we did the night before, it might not have been the case.
Good little stop, good little job.
The early hours of the morning, when the county sleeps, are peak times for burglars to set to work.
It must have got in round the back.
Cheltenham-based PCs Hayes and Fox are dealing with another break-in.
My worry is, Joe, you're quite right. How's it got in?
But this is not your usual burglary.
Bit of a weird one, but just driving past a hair studio. It's just off the high street. The alarm's going off. There's a fox inside of the hairdressers.
3-2, have we got a key holder number for it at all?
Not an everyday occurrence. Expect the unexpected is a line I would use. Some of the stuff I've seen in my 6 years of policing, I never thought I would experience.
I'm sure he just wants to get out, doesn't he?
I'm trying to think of a Fox-related burglary joke, but it's not coming to mind.
I mean, I am PC Fox, so...
Fox meets the Fox. That's the best I can do right now.
The officers head to the back of the salon to work out how the fox got in, and if they can find a way for him to get out.
Call me soft, but my concern is just the welfare of the fox, poor thing. I'm definitely an animal lover. I probably prefer animals to people, if I'm honest. They're very innocent creatures. They're not like people.
No, the old Bath Road job, sorry. Yeah, sorry, that's 30. You've reached Twins Hair Studio. If you'd like to leave your name and number, we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you, bye.
Unable to reach the salon owner, the cops check if the back door has been left open.
I think this might be the back entrance here. I'm not entirely sure, but I just want to see if there's a way this fox has got in somehow. The trouble is, I don't know if this is the back entrance to the hairdressers or not. Let's go back around the other side. When a wild animal is trapped in a very alien environment to them, often they can cause more damage just being inside an enclosed space.
Are we going to smash through the window to save this fox? It is an option that we could do, yes.
My heart's telling me yeah. My head's telling me no.
Going ahead with entering a building or breaking a window or something like that, we don't look to do it instantly. It's a last resort and not always easy.
Unfortunately, I don't think it'd be reasonable to smash the front of the shop in to get the fox out. We've not seen it now, so hopefully it's sort of found its own way out. I'm sure the oh no, it's still there.
Just looking at the fox, it is in distress a little bit, isn't it? So we'll put the window in.
We've been umming and ahhing about whether we're going to do it, but the fox looks really stressed. I'm just looking at it now, sort of panting and scraping at the window. It desperately wants to get out. It's funny how he's not scared of us. He's almost looking to us to help him, isn't he?
We'll get you out soon, mate. How have you got in there, hey? How have you got in there? Oh, Foxy.
In Cheltenham, officers Hayes and Fox are preparing to break in to rescue a distressed fox who has found its way into a hair salon.
It's called the Big Red Key, our enforcer. This caused maximum damage. Hopefully this will cause minimum damage.
As they decide on the best tool for the job, PC Merchant arrives.
Watch out, the big guns are here now. Watch out.
You ready? Fox okay?
No, that's it. Oh, it's run off.
Okay. Well, I'd rather it be away.
With the path to freedom clear, the question now is how to lure the fox out.
It's PC Fox here. Is there anything I can reasonably say or do to get you to come out of the address? So I'm going to go in and try and entice the fox out of the hairdressers.
I'm not the most supple and flexible of officers, so when there is a tight gap to get in, I will happily let the younger ones in service jump in ahead of me.
Oh, there's an upstairs and everything. There's a head in here. It's not what you want to see when you're creeping around at night. There's a head on the floor as well. There's a upstairs to this place as well. The ground floor's clear, so it's run up the stairs, and there's fox all up the stairs. So I'm going to flush it down. You might want to just keep clear of the entrance where we've made the hole.
Yeah, no worries. You clear the glass. We'll stand away.
Oh, I can see a fox. He's in here. Hello, buddy.
With the intruder located, the next part should be easy.
Go on. Out you go. We don't get much training in regards to dealing with wild animals, but on the flip side, we deal with wild, feral people every day, so animals can't be much worse than that. Go on. Oh, he's gone the other way.
But catching the suspect is proving a challenge. Not one to be outfoxed, PC Fox has formed a new plan.
Right, I'm going to put this in the way here, so he's only really got one way to go out, and then I'm going to shut the other. I'm going to make him a pathway to freedom. Right, I'm about to flush it out imminently, so stand back from the door.
The suspense is killing us.
There we go. Oh no, it's gone through the ladder.
I'll go in. I'll take my.
We were so close. Chris is coming in.
With the intruder outmaneuvering PC Fox at every turn,
come on.
PC Field is going in to back him up.
How do you cheer up a fox who lost its tail? By sending them to do some retail therapy.
Joe, just try and flush it out from over there first, because I can't get out from there.
Go on. Get.
You shouldn't hesitate with foxes or any really wild animal. You know, at the end of the day, they are a wild animal and they're unpredictable. The best way of picking up a wild animal would be by the scruff of the neck. It's used to having that done by its mother in its early years of life.
Well then, let me get that door.
Sorry.
After a couple of failed attempts, this intruder is finally free to go on his way.
Alpha Hotel 3-2, the fox is released. Well done. Oh, incredible. I wasn't brave enough to pick it up like that. I'm just glad that the fox is out, safe, back onto the streets of Cheltenham. Hopefully he'll go back home now and won't cause us any more problems tonight, so.
Even when the town centres are quiet, the roads are not.
We're currently Eastern Avenue. Any further updates on location?
Traffic Officer Hammond and trainee Antill are racing to the scene of a reported drunk driver.
There's massive risks to other road users, and whether pedestrian, car, bike, when somebody's under the influence of something, drink, cannabis. They don't realise to what extent they are a danger to people on roads.
We've just been informed that it's now come off the motorway.
PC's Hammond and Antill have been called in by another officer, and they now have more information about the driver.
There's intelligence that he uses drugs whilst driving.
Yeah, 6-1, we are literally right behind you.
Cheers, buddy. You all right?
Yeah.
Okay, basically one of my colleagues has been following you, and given the manner of your driving, they're saying you're all over the place, okay? So given that, okay, I'm going to require in terms of Section 6 of the Road Traffic Act 1988 for you to provide me with a specimen of breath for a breath test and a specimen of saliva for a roadside drug wipe. Okay. I must warn you that failure to provide either of those specimens can render you liable to prosecution. Do you understand that?
Ran out like I did something wrong. I didn't.
Well,
no improper turn. I did not use my indicator.
My colleague has said about your manner of driving. But do you want to just listen to me? They always say it doesn't affect my driving. I'm fine. I've not done anything stupid, but there's always a reason why my attention's been drawn to their car.
I saw a person following me.
Okay.
I still was in a hurry, and I made sure not to break any laws.
You've been
No
drifting.
speeding.
Mate, you've asked me a question. Let me explain, all right? She's said that you've been deviating in your lane, you've been slowing down, you've been speeding up, all right?
Okay.
So she's concerned with your manner of driving.
Hey, listen, man, I didn't slow down to where I went to 30 miles an hour. I didn't speed up over the speed.
I don't know that, okay? I'm going to go on what my colleague said,
whatever
okay? When somebody's under the influence of drink or drugs,
cannabis, whatever, that literally you can kill someone when you're behind 1.5 tons of metal. You go into somebody with that just happens to step across in front of you, they're dead. Have you had anything to drink in the last 20 minutes? No. Have you had anything to smoke in the last couple of minutes? Lovely. Okay, take a deep breath from me, create a seal with your lips around the tube and blow until I tell you to stop. Keep blowing. No, blow it until I tell you to stop. All right? Take a deep breath, create a seal with your lips around the tube and blow until I tell you to stop, all right? If you fail to provide this, that's a separate offence, okay? And you will be arrested for that. Do you understand that? Okay, deep breath for me and go again. Blow, keep blowing. There's so many people that when you stop them and they'll try and talk their way out of having a breath test. There's a few people that will delay as long as they can before they give a sample. If somebody's trying delaying tactics to not give a sample, then yeah, it does make you think, why are they not? This is the third and final warning, all right? If you do not provide me with a specimen of breath at this point, I will be arresting you.
Aren't I blowing?
No, you're not. Okay, deep breath. Watch what I do. Deep breath. Around the tube, blow through the tube. Do you understand? Right, go. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. That's it, thank you. Lovely, that's 0.
Even with the breath test coming back 0, PC Hammond is not convinced he's safe to drive. She'll need a drugs wipe test to be certain everything is in order.
Right, this will be a wipe on your tongue. Okay, stick your tongue out for me, please, sir. Sufficient? Perfect. Okay, takes up to 8 minutes for this to come back, all right?
After 8 minutes, if this comes back negative, you'll be on your way. If it tests positive, then you'll be arrested, okay, sir?
I care about people and I'm not there to give out as many tickets as I possibly can. It's not about that. At the end of the day, we're out there to help people. We want to protect people. And if that's taking drug drivers off the road one by one, that's what we'll do. Come up positive, it's getting arrested. Unfortunately, that's coming up positive for cannabis, okay? So at the moment, I'm arresting you for providing me with a positive drug wipe. So you don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention, when questioned, something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say will be given in evidence. Do you understand that? People think it's no big deal because of nothing has happened on that occasion. They've been stopped on that occasion. But all it takes is that millisecond lack of concentration at the wrong time and everything happens and it all goes terribly wrong. You do that on the motorway and you don't know what you're going to be dealing with at the end. You're going to have a 10, 15, 20 car pile up within a matter of seconds. At the end of the day, what they could have done being behind that wheel is unimaginable at times.
Why is she attached you? So she's not done it for nothing, has she?
Mate, I'm not done it for nothing. Oh, I don't want to speak to you.
Ideal. As soon as the van opens, we just get you sat in, all right?
She's already kicked you in the shins. It's a crime. You recorded it to me. I cannot ignore it.
I'm going home. Do you boys think I'm going to be violent?
Listen, I've no disrespect, mate. I've never met you before in my life. You're therefore what I consider an unknown risk.
I still was in a hurry and I made sure not to break any laws.
Joe, just try and push it out towards there first, because I can't get out from there.
Go on. Get.
Join police back on the night shift new next Monday at 9. What drew one woman to live alone in the harsh Australian wilderness? Ben Fogle's heading down under to find out in New Lives in the Wild at 9 tomorrow. And tonight, every second counts for a man with severe chest pains as we head to Casualty 24/7 next.